Oh, shoot. What's the deal? It's your boy, DMTV at duanemcleantv. Back again with another video, and shouts out to everybody subscribing to the channel. Y'all want to understand how important this is. Got the channel to 4,000 subscribers, so we almost at our goal. You know what I'm saying? To 5,000 subscribers. Once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we can bring the baby chains back. You know what I'm saying? I'm also letting y'all pick out the pendant. So, you know, how I might do it, I might just go to the jewelry store, take a picture, let y'all pick it out, post it on the channel, let y'all pick it out. But y'all got some ideas, leave it in the comment section. The idea I'm rolling with, something dealing with St. Patrick's Day. Y'all know my middle name Patrick, last name McLean, everything Irish over here. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the Irish people. Key thing about Irish people, at least like a fact people don't know about, they are the black version of white people. The Irish people got a really rough history, so shouts out to them. Scottish people as well, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them have some rough histories, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, if you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, or if you want to show more support, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, or subscribe to my Patreon, or buy the DMT merch, or buy the Soul Glow. Y'all see the shirt? Can y'all read that? See that? See that? I don't know what it says. I think it says, today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow can do what others can. Tomorrow I can do what others can. All right, so basically what he's saying is you're going to do today stuff so you do stuff tomorrow. Basically, you ain't procrastinating. That's what I mean. All right, it's a quote by Jerry Rice. Soulglow.com. Go to the website. The link is in the description box. All right. So today's video, I'm getting to my conspiracy bag. It's kind of different, you know what I'm saying? Again, apologize for all that. We gotta get all that out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about getting here. But anyways, today I'm being my conspiracy bag, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about that MK Ultra. Basically, what is a handler? A lot of people hit me up, ask me about MK Ultra, you know what I'm saying? They want a detailed video on it. And I was gonna give y'all like some edits and stuff. You know, I didn't really feel like going through all that. I really want to just turn the camera on, go off the top, to give it to you raw and straight on what it is, all right? So, MK Ultra, handler. Talking about MK Ultra, handler. All right, let's first start with MK Ultra. MK Ultra is a mind control project that started with the Nazis and it was later picked up by the CIA. Now, it is an official project. It actually happened. You can Google it. MK Ultra, Michael, Kilo, Uniform, Lima, Tango, Romeo, Alpha. MKULTRA. Look it up, and you can look it up online. Go to the CIA website. I get a lot of my information from the FBI and the CIA. Y'all understand that all of their documents are online. So everything that's CIA related, FBI related is documented online. So a lot of my information can come straight from the source. It comes from their information. So it's a mind control project that started with the Nazis, all right? So they would do something to where they wanted to come up with a way to where they can change somebody's entire mind, basically create a new identity or a new psyche or a new mind in a person. Imagine your brain having two computers, and if you are somebody who's in the information technology or tech, it's like a virtual computer. You got a computer inside a computer. So they wanted to make another personality. So they did different tests on how to split the brain. These are some top psychologists we're talking about. These are some top doctors who were part of the Nazi Germany realm or team, whatever regimen, and they would get people and run tests on them, okay? They did some crazy tests at first. A lot of the people died in the beginning, trying to get into where they could split the mind. A lot of it had to do with psychosis, hypnotizing them, electrocuting them, shock therapy, waterboarding, a lot of torture, a lot of drugs. They'll give them LSD. They'll give them acid. You know, I think that's the same thing. Ecstasy, all types of different drugs. A lot of different just torturing techniques. Imagine being in a dark room with a light flashing really fast, and you're just there for hours, and they're playing this loud rock and roll music, and you're in there for days, not eating, no nothing. You're just in there for days listening to that. That would drive you crazy. So their point is to drive you crazy, break you all the way down to build up a whole nother psyche, all right? And then they'll put you in like electrotherapy where they'll shock you for every 15 minutes you get a shock, and then they'll raise it to where it's like almost to where you would die almost. You know what I'm saying? So week after week, it goes up. And so imagine mixing all this, not eating, getting beat, getting hypnotized, on drugs, in a room with the light flashing, no sleep, drowning. They'll put you in a really hot room, a really cold room. They will probably do something sexual to you by, you know, putting foreign objects inside of your body. You know what I'm saying? They'll do all types of crazy stuff to you. So it's all that to split the mind to get you to do what you want. Once they break you down, they see that you went completely crazy, they'll start saying, hey, you're this person, you're that person. They'll say it in your head, or you have to hear something for 10 to 15. Imagine listening to a sound for 24 hours saying, I am this person. They make you repeat it. And then they'll just go through these different ways of getting to where you are built up and you're a whole new person. Once they get you to that, they can get you to do anything. Because you got to understand, they put them through hypnosis. These are people who are deep, they're hypnotized. And it's real deep. So you have somebody who's around, they can be living for about I said living. They can be living a regular life for 10 years. The person who hypnotizing can pull up, say a word, and they are automatically in another brain, the one that they built up. Because they have to build it up, break you down, build it up, and then they hypnotize you to lock it in there. Okay, the movie Get Out was another one that exposed a lot of those techniques. There was an MK Ultra technique that they showed when she hit the glass and it put his psyche back and it put somebody else's mind in there. So somebody else living through him. There was an entire MK Ultra video and movie, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want like an edited something like that, leave it in the comment section. I can connect the dots of all this and I give y'all names. Y'all really want a real detailed breakdown of MK Ultra, I can do that for you. I already have one on my big channel called the blonde hair ritual breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm breaking down the blonde hair ritual. And that's part of the thing why we see a lot of rappers get the blonde hair. They will go through the MK Ultra. Once they're done with it, they get the blonde hair. A lot of these rappers are under heavy MK Ultra, meaning they're hypnotized. They are on all types of drugs. They got somebody in their head who controls them. You know, they do a lot of spiritual, crazy satanics. That's part of it. And if you go on the CIA website, they actually tell you that they make them get on Satanism or satanic stuff so that they can be controlled more. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got all these crazy tattoos. There's like a pain, like a way for pain-wise, torture-wise, a way to get them more in tune. And it's also the symbols. They do a lot of symbols as well to keep them locked in. All right, so once you get your person made up to where they can either be a beta kitten to where they do anything that you want to do that's vulgar behind closed door, or they can be, a delta or somebody. I had to check if it was recorded. They can be like a delta brain, which is very violent. The ones who they unlock when it's time to do some action. So once they get that, this is where the handler comes in, okay? Now a handler can actually be multiple different definitions. For example, a handler in MK Ultra is different than a handler in regular life. For example, your mom can be your handler. A handler is basically somebody who watches over your every move, controls your every decision. They watch your diet. They are there for you 100% of the time. Okay, so the movie Kevin Hart had called, is it True Story? The one he did with Wesley Snipes? The dude that watched over Kevin Hart the whole time was his handler. The big guy who drove him everywhere, protected him, that was his handler. But he wasn't an official handler because Kevin Hart still had control. Now, the MK Ultra world, you don't have no control over your handler. Your handler is somebody who comes in, pretty much keeps you in a state of absolute slavery, almost mind slave, where they control what you eat, they control what you buy, they control what you say, all of your stuff, you're being controlled. You know what I'm saying? Your handler has to be there. That's why when Chris Brown years ago, he threw a chair out of a window. All right, somebody said in the interview, said, "Where's his handler at? Where's his handler? Somebody should have been handling him." Basically, they'll say that's his manager. They'll disguise him as a manager. They'll disguise these people as a girlfriend. They'll disguise him as a close friend. They'll disguise him as a mentor. I think the actor Daniel Kaluuya, who played in the movie Get Out, has a woman around him who's like his new handler, and she has him firing his management team and everything. You know what I'm saying? Got the guy going crazy. And that's why I'm saying you can get new handlers. Once you are in that slave mind state, you're in constant need of looking for somebody to take care of you. Because once these celebrities are tossed out by themselves, that's when they usually go crazy. They don't know how to, you gotta look, they're on a complete trauma. They don't have nobody there watching their moves. These people get addicted to drugs really fast. These people make wild, crazy decisions because they need somebody there to make the decision for them. And sometimes the handler would even tell them to make the crazy decision. I personally think Kim Kardashian is Kanye West's handler. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, a handler is not really a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a coach. A bodybuilder has a coach. The coach makes sure he's not eating unhealthy. The coach makes sure that he's on his regimen. He's calling and checking up on him. The coach is the one who disciplines him when he fails. You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much have to give up all, your freedom to your handler. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for me to get in anything because I can't really have somebody telling me what to do. Even though I'm paying you, like, you're not going to kill me, so what you going to do? You know, so you got to have like some real crazy power over me. But that's what they do to these people. You know what I'm saying? If they don't act right. Some of the top flight people have handlers. You don't understand. Donald Trump probably has a handler. Joe Biden has a handler. Everybody has a handler. And then sometimes the person who's on to the left will be their handler. And that handler will have a handler. You know what I'm saying? So a handler, all in all, and the definition to sum it up, is somebody who keeps the asset protected. They're the one who knows all the key codes. They're the ones who are heavy into the occult. They're the ones who keep up the brainwashing. And then it's a technique. If you ever watch a cult, I would like for people to watch a lot of cult films. There's one on Netflix about like a church where they would get everybody brainwashed and listen to them. It's a technique. And if you're somebody, especially somebody who's asleep, these techniques don't work on me because I can hear when you're trying to hypnotize me. You know what I'm saying? I can hear when you're trying to finagle me into something I don't want to do. You see this technique a lot with people trying to get you to do a pyramid scheme. You know, when you watch these people, they try to say their words a certain way to hypnotize you. So a lot of these people who are over these cults are big time handlers, and they know how to get to a person. They know their weaknesses. They know how to say things. Like I said, it's a way to hypnotize you. If you watch YouTube, for example, all the YouTubers speak in a certain way, especially the guys who are doing it mainstream. You have to speak in a way to where you go low, you go high. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that grabs your attention. All the top flight YouTubers, anybody on TV does this. It's a technique that you have to do to where they get real low and then they get real loud and they'll be like, hey, welcome to this thing. And I got to do, they will do that. And I'm actually doing that technique now. And they know that is just lower level because you have to talk a certain way on this camera to keep people engaged. Now imagine that at a higher level. They will get somebody who's under control, arguably the MK Ultra, and they'll use these certain tones. Watch a lot of cult movies. Watch a lot of stuff about cults. Watch a lot of stuff about, big time mega churches or religions. And you will see that these people use these techniques to keep them in like a certain mindset, but a certain type of hypnosis. A lot of pastors do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, not trying to throw no shade on nobody in churches, but if you watch a mega church and watch how they speak, they are always there brainwashing the person, keeping them in a constant hypnosis by the way they speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you feel it when you go to like your church. You see how your pastor's speaking. It will get you into a way like, dang, I feel something. You know what I'm saying? So these handlers have these techniques down pat. They practice this stuff and they train for it. So they will get somebody and they will easily brainwash them. Especially if you're like, everybody knows we had that person in our neighborhood who always had to have somebody around. Either it was a friend, a relationship, they just can never be alone. That's how a lot of these celebrities are. So that's how they can get new handlers, just in case you want to know about that. You know, can you pick your handler? A lot of the times you can't pick your handler. A lot of times your handler picks you. But if you want to pick your handler, say you go up to them willingly, like, hey, I want to work for you. I want you to manage me. You can't pick your handler in that way because once the handler gets you, he's going to start doing things to get you under his control, under his wing. A lot of the times. And if you go into the industry, especially if you're weak-minded, that's why they got to keep a lot of people from this type of information that I put out because they know once you're woke, it's harder to do this stuff because you can see it coming, especially me. It's kind of hard. And that's why I don't really fall for anybody in these cults. You know, these people who are in cults practice this psychology. It's all about learning psychology. And these people have doctorates in it. Okay, so let's sum it all up. A handler is basically somebody who's your manager or coach, but an MK Ultra is somebody who controls your everyday life. MK Ultra is a mind control program that came from the CIA that originally originated in the Nazi and in the Nazi Germany regiment, you know, whatever you want to call it. And they have came up with ways to split the mind and make different people to do whatever they want, you know, to basically make mind slaves. And there's a lot of them out there, y'all. Y'all got to understand there's a lot of MK Ultra assets out there. There might be some people you might work with. Not trying to scare anybody, but trying to let you know how serious it is. You might have somebody who you work with for years who's up on a heavy MK Ultra. You wouldn't even know it. One thing that I wanted to point out that the Unabomber, Michael Krzyzewski, he was an MK Ultra person. He went to Harvard and they targeted him. They will actually target you. So if you're somebody and they know that you got good talents, they will start targeting you. They'll start doing things to where they will maneuver your life to where you will be lured into them. That's how Michael Krzyzewski was. He was a really smart kid, really educated, but he knew he had a lot of mental illnesses. Lured him into Harvard, put him on the MK Ultra. He became a Unabomber, one of the greatest bombers of all time. You know what I'm saying? Especially, but how he got caught was through a letter. We got to do a video on the Unabomber, man. It's a very crazy story. The dude was a dude sending bombs everywhere, doing a lot of bad stuff, and he got caught because he wrote a letter, a manifesto, and a dude who specialized in reading letters read the letter and said it's connected, and somebody sent the letter, so he matched the letters up and the words, and it led him to the guy who did the bomb. It's crazy. And that guy was an MK Ultra person. He was up on the heavy MK Ultra. It's in the movie. It's in the book. It's documented. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of our rappers are up on the heavy MK Ultra. That's why I see the blonde hair. That's why I see all the heavy tattoos. That's why I see all the crazy antics they be doing. I'm pretty sure Soulja Boy's up on the heavy MK Ultra. Chris Brown. Every artist is. Every last single one of them. I think all of them, especially the big ones. Drake, Future, a lot of those guys up on the heavy MK Ultra. Like, you know, and they probably live their life like it's normal, but I guarantee you they have a handler. A handler, somebody making sure that they got an answer to at night. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to conclude the video. If you want more of these conspiracy breakdowns videos straight through, let me know. If you want a fully edited video of the MK Ultra, let me know. And leave it in the comment section. I'll get you the names, who created it. I get you the time and the dates it started. I get you the name of the CIA person who made it. I get you some people or some celebrities who was over it. You know, who might be up under heavy MK Ultra and show you a few videos of people glitching. That's why you see people having glitches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your athletes are MK Ultra as well. If you want that fully edited video, leave it in the comment section. And any other video you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section. It's the boy duanemcleantv. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Go get your Soul Glow. SoulGlow.com. Website is in the description box. That better be